Minecraft is the most popular game with 200 million copies sold. However, while it sold 200 million copies and is the best-selling game on Earth, technically it is 3 separate games. Minecraft Java Edition, which is the original from 2009 and is very popular by everyone. Minecraft Bedrock Edition, which allows players to play no matter what device they're on, and therefore it is nice and smooth if you have players on every single different type of device imaginable. And while it's out of date, you have the Minecraft Console Edition, and while the Minecraft Console Edition is no longer updated, it is still worth buying. And while there's the Bedrock Edition now on the One, Switch and the PS4, you can get the Legacy Console Edition, possibly on PS4, Switch and Xbox One if you can scavenge it, but you can still get it on PS3, PS Vita, Wii U and Xbox 360. I really recommend still looking at this because it still has lots of potential, and today I'm comparing all 3 of these versions and seeing which one is worth your money and which ones are not worth your money. When it comes to crossplay, Minecraft Bedrock Edition is by far the best, as any Bedrock device with an Xbox Live account signed in can join each other's worlds, no servers required, it just works seamlessly. Java Edition, you can't really play with other players, as you can only play with players on Java Edition, and that's the same with the Legacy console, you can only play with players on that exact same console. So therefore, it's a clear win for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. After that, it is 4 points for Bedrock, 2 for Java, and 2 for Legacy. When it comes to servers, Java Edition is the clear winner, as it basically allows unlimited servers. It doesn't matter what server you choose, it will allow it from Java, and it works nicely. Bedrock only has a few, and it's hard to add them, and they're much more limited in numbers and possibilities compared to the Java servers. And Legacy, however, I do like the mini games. While it doesn't have servers, they're what I'm technically classing as servers, and I love how it's the official Minecraft and how it works really nicely. It works really smoothly, and it's the one thing I wish Java and Bedrock added when it comes to the servers, as I played the minigames so much, whereas I tend not to play the servers, as it's not as good as the minigames. But Java does have such a large number of servers, which is why it is better than the Legacy version. After that comparison, Java gets 4 points for its servers, Legacy console gets 3 points, and Bedrock finishes on 2 points. When it comes to multiplayer, Bedrock is the winner here, as it allows players from basically any device running Minecraft Bedrock. Java Edition does have good multiplayer and allows unlimited players, whereas Bedrock is much more limited. However, you've got to have servers which are very complicated, and most players will not know how to do that without having to pay additional money, which is why Bedrock wins, as it's nice and easy. Legacy is also nice and easy, but it doesn't allow the broad device multiplayer, which Bedrock does. However, it's still much simpler compared to Java, so Bedrock gets 4, Legacy gets 3, and Java also gets 3 points here. With supported game modes, Java just beats them all, as it has creative, survival, adventure, spectator mode, and the very popular hardcore mode, which neither Legacy or Bedrock don't have. While Legacy has creative and survival and adventure, just like Bedrock, you can't get mods on it. Therefore, while Bedrock doesn't have these modes supported, you can easily get them through a mod, but it's still complicated and finicky and nowhere near as good as like the official Java hardcore. So 5 points for Java, 2 points for Bedrock, and only 1 for Legacy. With world generation, this is actually where the older versions win. Legacy allows small biomes, small worlds, large worlds, custom superflats with no plugins, and it all works seamlessly, nicely, and the only thing it lacks is infinite world. However, you can create large worlds of like 5,000 blocks by 5,000, so it's less of a problem. On Java Edition, while you have infinite worlds and superflats, it's not so great to customize, as you need lots of plugin support for that superflat, and Bedrock is basically the same, but you can't customize your superflats. You've either got small worlds or infinite. It's not that flexible. Java's not that flexible either, but it does allow some superflat customization, and Legacy runs away. All it needs is the infinite world option for it to be much better. Therefore, Legacy gets 4 points, Java gets 2 points, and Bedrock gets 1 point. Performance is a bit of a weird thing to judge here, but I want to judge how smooth it runs, how much render distance you can get. One thing I do always love about Legacy console, which I have always loved and probably will never change, is you were always on a level playing field because you always had the same hardware. With the same hardware, it means when the game developers wrote their game code, it means it would never get bad over time because they'd always be contained on the same hardware. So I've always liked that, and Legacy gets 4 points, as you don't have to worry, it's just straight up out of the box. You don't need to worry about any hardware, you just need the console, you just need the game, it works. Bedrock is much easier to run than Java, as its code is more efficient, so it's got larger render distances, it takes less memory, so therefore it's good on less intensive machines, and that's why it also gets 4 points. And also, while Legacy console doesn't have great render distance and stuff like that, Bedrock on my computer goes all the way up to 80. Java Edition is a bit worse than that. While it doesn't run as smoothly compared to Bedrock and Legacy, it still has all the good settings to make it last longer, and with clients like Bad Lion and mods like Optifine, it can boost your frame rate, so Java gets 2 points, but Legacy and Bedrock definitely run smoother, especially when you think Xbox 360s have half a gigabyte of RAM and can run it just as smoothly as Java Edition on my computer, which is 16 gigabytes of RAM, being 32 times more powerful. So 4 for Legacy, 4 for Bedrock, 2 for Java. Mods and plugins are basically day and night for all of this. Java has basically unlimited plugins and mods, and it's where everyone develops and writes. It's even why servers are so popular, because they can basically put all the mods and plugins they want on it. Bedrock also supports mods and plugins, however it's much more limited and they're not as good, therefore it's just lower. And Legacy Edition consoles have no mods or plugins, so they get 0. Bedrock can have 3 because it's kind of in the middle, but Java Edition 5, it's got all the mods and plugins, and it's where everyone does their challenges. So if you want to do mod challenges like Dream and his survival, you've kind of got to go for Java Edition. Overall, Java Edition gets 5 points, Bedrock gets 3 points, and as it has none, Legacy cannot claim any points here. Combat on Java, it just has every combat imaginable, as it's got the new combat where you've got cooldowns, it's got the old combat where you have to spam, click and block. Legacy Console Edition also has that. However, it also is going to be the first to receive the beta combat at the moment, where cooldowns are much quicker and the weapons are much different, such as the axe range will be nerfed. And in fact, axes will just be nerfed altogether because they are apparently too powerful at the moment. Bedrock doesn't really have any combat, it's just got the spam click on the weapons. However, it also has swords to block instead of just using a sword, which I find quite disappointing. Legacy Console Edition is basically 1.8 PvP no matter what, so therefore, if you like the 1.8 combat, just go on the console or an old Java. However, Bedrock doesn't have great combat, Java has any combat you want, and Legacy has the most popular combat, so therefore 5 points for Java, 2 for Legacy, 1 for Bedrock. For price, I'm going to be talking in pounds because I come from Great Britain, but I will show dollars to help other buyers about what it costs for them. For Java Edition, it's just straight up £19, and you get one profile, and you can use it on any computer. You can have it installed on every computer on Earth, however only one can play at a time. I think that's a fair deal, as you don't have to pay per device, you pay for one account and it works nicely. Bedrock Edition is the exact opposite, where you basically pay for every device possible. So if I put on the tablet, I pay for the tablet, and also if I'm on a computer, I've got to pay for a computer. Now the prices range from £8 on Bedrock, starting on the tablet and phone, all the way to £25 on the Windows 10, which I think is just stupid, as it's £7 more expensive than Java. And while I'm not going to say Java's better because we've not got to the end of the video yet, it is more popular by players, so I would obviously buy Java if I want to play the more popular version, especially since it's £7 cheaper. Legacy Editions range from £13 to £20, and they're quite fair no matter what. It's again, you have to pay per device, so it's kind of annoying, and it's roughly the same as Bedrock. So 2 points for Legacy, 2 points for Bedrock, and Java gets 4. The only way I could get that 5th point is if obviously it was for free, or you could have multiple accounts. That would be nice. The marketplace is the final thing I'm going to be comparing today, and it's a tie between two, and one is just really bad and I would avoid it like the plague. Java Edition has no in-app purchases except for Realms if you want it, but I would recommend avoiding that and paying less for a third-party server, which could be better. However, if you want any add-ons, you've got to get them for free over the internet, and therefore it may be a bit risky as you may have an untrustworthy source. Legacy, while it does have in-app purchases, they're not obnoxious. They're all done by Mojang and 4J Studios, and they're up to a very, very nice quality, and they'll even let you have some trials, so I kind of like that as well. It's also fair on the pricing, and also they don't use mine coins, which is stupid. Bedrock, however, gets 0 points because I hate the marketplace on this. It's so colourful, and it's deliberately used to attract children into going, Daddy, I want to buy this with your credit card. And I really don't like it. It's also got lots of third-party stuff, which is not up to quality I would say Minecraft deserves. And also, it stopped Minecraft making as many packs, and I loved Minecraft packs because they were all really nice. These ones are just not as nice, and therefore I just hate it. In the final round, Legacy gets 4 points, Java gets 4 points, and Bedrock gets zippity-doo-dah 0. So, the final totals are, Java Edition has 36 points. It is the winner. Legacy Edition, despite being old and now outdated, gets 25 points. If they were both up to date still, I would really recommend the Legacy, as it was my favourite version, and I always played the Xbox 360 until they stopped supporting it, and there I had to switch either to Java or Bedrock. However, while I'm playing Bedrock more, I want to play Java because Minecraft is now owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft want money from Minecraft more than Minecraft wanted money from itself. And because of this, they have created Bedrock Edition, which is just after the money. They'll charge you different amounts for separate versions, they'll charge lots on the marketplace, and it's just really not fun. The big thing is, it's what they want. If you asked anyone what your favourite versions of Minecraft are, a true Minecrafter would say Java Edition, whereas a young child is going to say Bedrock. And they know, and their plan is, over time, more people are going to be on the Bedrock, less people are going to be on the Java, and therefore Bedrock will take over as the superior version of Minecraft. However, more people still play the Java because it's more popular, and also Legacy Edition, people still really love it because it was originally made Java Edition taken and made beautifully onto the console. 4J Studios deserves a shout out here. They did so well at it, and I really like what they did, and in fact it was my favourite version for 7 years until they sadly stopped updating it, which still is a bit harsh. Bedrock Edition, it's just mainly colourful for children, and I really don't like playing it. The only reason it's in my videos at the moment is because of how I have a friend, Kaylee, and she only has Bedrock Edition, and I'm convincing her to get Java, and once she gets Java Edition, I'm basically going to try and pull the plug immediately on all my Bedrock videos because I absolutely just can't stand Bedrock. It's just not fun anymore, and I really hate how they just stopped updating the console. So, in my opinion, buy Minecraft Java Edition. If you have a console, I recommend trying to get Legacy Edition if you can over the Bedrock, because it's still nice, it's still fun, and it's got that Minecraft to it, unlike the Bedrock, which is just a shameless cash-grabbing cow. And until then, I really am going to try as hard as I can to avoid Bedrock, but until I can come up with a solution to replace it, and until all my friends have Java, I am stuck on the Bedrock, and it is something I really don't like, especially since Java Edition is a Minecraft, which will give you the quality a person who's paying £20 deserves. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope it's been helpful. Please consider liking and subscribing, because I plan on doing more videos like this soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another one, hopefully. Bye!